Have you ever been stuck staring at a login screen, frantically typing your password over and over, only to be met with that frustrating incorrect credentials message? Or maybe you know your password is right, but Newton just won't let you in. It's a common scenario, and frankly, it's maddening. We rely on our email clients for so much communication, organization, staying on top of our lives. When something as fundamental as logging in goes wrong, it can feel like your entire digital world is collapsing. Today, we're diving deep into the most common Newton login issues and, more importantly, how to fix them. We're not just going to scratch the surface, we're going to explore every angle, from the simplest oversight to more complex technical glitches. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with the knowledge and troubleshooting steps to conquer almost any Newton login problem you might encounter, getting you back to your inbox and back to business. Newton, for those unfamiliar, was a beloved email client known for its sleek design, powerful features, and cross-platform compatibility. It supported a wide range of email services, from Gmail and Outlook to custom IMAP accounts, making it a go-to for many who sought a more streamlined email experience. However, like any software, it wasn't immune to its quirks, and login issues were, at times, a frustrating reality for users. And while Newton has had its own journey with availability and ownership changes over the years, the core principles of troubleshooting login problems remain largely the same, regardless of the specific service you're trying to connect. We'll be focusing on the general troubleshooting steps that apply across various email providers and how they interact with a client like Newton. So, let's start with the absolute basics, because sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. 1. The obvious, yet often overlooked, double-check your credentials. It sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But you'd be surprised how often a login issue boils down to a mistyped password or an incorrect email address. Typos are your enemy. Carefully re-enter your email address and password. Pay close attention to case sensitivity. Password 123 is not the same as password 123. Make sure caps lock isn't accidentally on. The Show Password I, if available, click the I icon next to the password field to reveal what you're typing. This can immediately highlight any errors. Multiple accounts? If you manage several email accounts, ensure you're using the correct credentials for the specific account you're trying to access in Newton. It's easy to mix them up. Copy and paste. If you have your password stored securely elsewhere, try copying and pasting it to avoid manual errors. 2. The classic IT fix, restart everything. Before you dive into more complex solutions, a good old-fashioned restart can work wonders. Restart the Newton app, close the Newton application completely and then reopen it. This can clear temporary glitches within the app itself. Restart your device, whether you're on a computer, tablet, or phone. Restarting the entire device can resolve underlying system issues that might be interfering with Newton's connection. This flushes temporary memory and reinitializes network connections. 3. Internet connection check. Are you even online? Newton needs a stable internet connection to communicate with your email provider's servers. Test your connection, open a web browser and try to visit a few websites. If they load slowly or not at all, your internet connection might be the problem. Switch networks. If you're on Wi-Fi, try switching to mobile data, if available, or another Wi-Fi network. Sometimes, specific network configurations or firewalls can block certain applications. Router restart. If your internet seems generally problematic, try restarting your Wi-Fi router. Unplug it for about 30 seconds, then plug it back in and wait for it to fully restart. 4. Outdated software, the compatibility conundrum. Software updates aren't just about new features, they often include crucial bug fixes and security patches that ensure smooth operation. Update Newton, check for any available updates for the Newton app. On desktop, this is usually found within the App Settings or About section. On mobile, check your device's App Store, Google Play Store for Android, Apple App Store for iOS. Update your operating system. Ensure your device's operating system, Windows, Mac OS, Android, iOS, is also up to date. Older OS versions might have compatibility issues with newer app versions or security protocols. 5. Cache and cookies, the digital dust bunnies. Over time, cached data and cookies can become corrupted and interfere with how applications connect to online services. Clear Newton's cache/data. On Android, go to your device's Settings apps, or Apps and Notifications, Newton Storage, then tap Clear Cache and Clear Data. Be aware that clearing data will likely sign you out of all accounts in Newton and you'll need to re-add them. On iOS, there isn't a direct clear cache option for individual apps like Android. Your best bet here is often to uninstall and reinstall the Newton app. On desktop, macOS/Windows the process can vary, but generally, you'd look for cache files and application support folders. However, it's often simpler to uninstall and reinstall the app if other methods fail. Clear browser cache/cookies. While Newton is a standalone app, some login processes might involve a web view. Clearing your browser's cache and cookies can sometimes help, especially if you've been having trouble logging into other web services. 6. Account-specific issues, when your provider is the problem. Sometimes, the issue isn't with Newton itself, but with your email provider or your specific email account. Log in directly to your email provider's webmail. Try logging into your email account directly through a web browser, e.g., gmail.com, outlook.com, Yahoo Mail. If you can't log in there, the problem is with your email account, not Newton. You might have forgotten your password, your account could be locked due to too many failed attempts, or there might be a server outage on your provider's end. Follow your email provider's password recovery process or check their support pages for known outages. If you can log in there, great. This narrows down the problem to Newton or its connection to your email provider. App passwords, especially for Gmail and some others with two-factor authentication. If you have two-factor authentication, 2FA, enabled on your email account, which you absolutely should, you might need to generate an app password for Newton. Many email providers, like Google, require a specific, one-time password for third-party applications rather than your main account password, even if 2FA is enabled. For Gmail, go to your Google account security app passwords. You might need to verify your identity. Generate a new app password for Mail on other, or custom app, and then use this generated password when logging into Newton, not your regular Google password. With that said, thanks for watching and until next time.